guys. Okay, so sorry it's been so long since my last video. I'm moving, y'all, and I'm trying to pack stuff up. So my angle looks a little weird. Sorry about that. Anyway, we're just gonna get to it. I've got today a foundation for you. This is the Maybelline Dream Urban Cover Full Coverage Protective Makeup Sunscreen. Okay, so this is supposed to be like sunscreen foundation. That's like the whole purpose of this. That's all it talks about as far as it does say full coverage though. So it's talking about how it's broad spectrum SPF 50, it's sunscreen, protective makeup, antioxidant enriched for pollution protection. So it's all about protecting your skin from aging. Okay, I've got it in the shade, I think it's 102 porcelain. Yeah, 102 fair porcelain. I can't remember if this was the lightest shade. Usually with Maybelline products, I have to get the lightest shade, the very lightest, because they tend to be a little bit orangey on me. It's got a nice squeezy tube. Let's see what we've got. Well, the shade looks pretty good, actually. So, yeah, that looks pretty good. Oh, it's a little bit thinner than I was expecting. Okay. Oh, yeah, it's really light, actually. All right, so let's go ahead and start out with the brush. Oh, okay. Oh, it's really light. Look how light that is. It smells very sunscreeny. There's men working in this little forest preserve, so you might get shots of them in the back. They're probably like, that woman's crazy. Okay, so that was about half a pea size that I got out on my hand there, and did half my face. Oh, the coverage looks okay. It doesn't look like crazy full coverage at this point, but it looks okay. I mean, I'm getting some coverage here. This shade might actually be just a tad too light. Okay, the sunscreen is making my eye water. That has happened to me before with sunscreens. It's looking a tiny bit crusty right down here. I used a pretty heavy moisturizer this morning, so my skin should be looking pretty decent. I don't know if you can see like how watery this eye is looking because of the sunscreen. It just tends to burn my eyes and make them water. So let's I have a sponge, so we'll just go ahead and do the other side with a sponge. Got the same amount out. I'm just gonna dot it on and then blend it. This has been like something that people have been going on and on about, this foundation, or I feel like they have. I don't know, sometimes foundations, they're like a hot item and then they're quickly are forgotten about. There's just so many new releases all the time. It gets a little overwhelming. Okay, so right away I think not as much coverage as with the brush, so I'm just going to go ahead and build up a little bit around my eyes, which is, you know, it's right where all my pigmentation is and where I have the most to cover. But it's also where this is being the most uncomfortable, so that's sort of a bummer. Okay, it's really thin going on, and it feels like it's drying down to almost like a matte-ish finish. Yeah, I think that shade is just, yeah, look how white I am. That might have been just the tiniest bit too light for me. It'll work, but with sunscreen foundations though, you have to be careful because all the sunscreen that they put in it tends to make it whiter on your skin. Alright, so it's not completely matte. I've got some light reflecting. It's matte-ish. Maybe like a natural, yeah, I'd say like a natural type finish. It is reflecting some light. I'm going to put a teeny tiny bit more. I don't have a concealer today. I'm going to put a little tiny bit more. It's really thin feeling. So light though. I think if I was going to purchase this, I might go a shade, maybe, well, at least one shade down. Alright, so I feel like it builds up a tiny bit, not a ton, but a tiny bit. The coverage looks okay. Let me find my mirror again. Let me give you guys a close-up look if you can see. I don't know, it looks kind of, yeah, it's like, it's looking really weird on my skin. Like, you can just see it. It just doesn't look very good, actually. Like, from far away from my face to my mirror or my viewfinder, it's looking all right. But when you get up, you can see just like, you can just see the makeup sitting on my skin. It's not really like, even as for full coverage, it's just not setting well on my skin. So what I'll go ahead and do is, as a first impression, I'm not impressed. So as a first impression, I would say no on this one. But I will wear it for the rest of the day, and I will update my thoughts in the description or in the comments or whichever. And I'm gonna wear it just like I would any other foundation, which means when I go home, I'll probably powder it. And I'll probably put some concealer on and stuff just so, you know, to wear it as I would any other foundation. That's what I always do. So I will, again, update my thoughts, wear it for the rest of the day. Please like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.